Hi, I'm Joe Garrett, welcome to the channel. If you're a Neural DSP user and a John Mayer fan, you may have seen last week that we got an update for Archetype John Mayer X, as well as 14 new presets from the man himself. He also did a long half-hour video for Neural DSP showing how he uses the plugin in his studio. This new update is available to anyone who already has the plugin, and we also got some quality of life changes, such as a handy undo option, similar to what we've got in the Quad Cortex. When the plugin first came out originally, I made a video demonstrating how I captured the default preset from the plugin using my audio interface and the Quad Cortex. I'll leave a card up here if you want to check that video out. This time I've decided to capture all 14 of the new John Mayer presets, and they're available to download to your QC right now if you head to the Cortex Cloud link in the description of this video. There are also chapter markers on this video so you can jump back and forth between the presets you want to hear. Now, I didn't want to do another video showing how I captured them because it's pretty much exactly the same as the video I linked earlier, but essentially I'm turning off all ambient effects and using the Quad Cortex's V2 capture. I then create a full preset by stacking the capture with stock delays and reverbs from the QC that match as closely as I can to the ones that are in the plugin. Obviously, these can be changed and edited how you wish without affecting the dry capture. So in this video, I'm going to show you a quick playthrough of each of the presets that I've made. Obviously, you can try the real thing out yourself with a free trial of the actual plugin, but I think these captures will be really useful for at least 3 reasons. If you've already used up your free trial and didn't end up buying the plugin, but want to try these out yourself. Also, if you just can't wait for them to be on your QC. We do know that they are coming soon via PCOM to the unit. We just don't know exactly when yet. It could be a while because there's a lot of plugins that are going to be ported in that same update. The third reason is that you just don't want to spend 150 euros on another new plugin at the moment. So just a couple quick notes before I start playing. Another thing that I've switched off in the plugin when making the captures is the room send. I can't remember if this feature was in the original version of the plugin or if it's a new update, but it seems to only be on or available when you're using all 3 amps at once. This is the only thing that I haven't replicated in my presets, but it's very subtle anyway. Finally, I didn't know how well the Q-Tron effect from the preset I Don't Trust Myself would capture, but it seems to have done a great job. I've just boosted the gain a little bit in the capture to make the filter a bit more snappier. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into it and hear these captures. I'd love to hear your thoughts on these captures in the comments. Personally, I think the V2 does a really good job. Obviously, the main difference between these captures and when we eventually get the PCOM is going to be the effects, but I may do another video when that happens showing a back-to-back comparison between my captures and the official PCOM presets. I just didn't want to do that today because one, it would have been a slight hassle going between the QC and the plugin, and two, there's a bit of a gain staging difference when it comes to using an audio interface and the plugin, and obviously going direct into the QC. There are a lot of videos on YouTube, including some of my own, that go into gain staging for a plugin, and I don't want to get too deep into that today. But I will say that I much prefer using my QC and direct monitoring it with my interface rather than using a plugin. I just find that I know exactly how to set the input gain on my quad Cortex to get the optimal tone out of a preset. Now obviously John Mayer is using his plugin in that video, and it is great being able to record a take and then change the parameters or the presets after you've recorded. I have noticed that in all of his presets, the input gain is set at default while the output gain varies. So I'd imagine he's probably leaving it at 0 and adjusting his input gain on the preamp of his interface until he hits a good level, maybe something like -9 dB, but I don't know, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Either way, it will be on the QC soon, and that's how I'll be using it. These captures are doing a great job right now though. So yeah, let me know in the comments which captures you're loving the most. I hope you find some use out of them, and hopefully I'll see you back in my next video.